I'm about to attempt something crazy. Make $100 million in GTA Online in just 7 days. I'm starting at 666 million career income, so I need to hit 766 by the end of this week. Let's find out if that's even possible. I want to start the week with something big, so I chose the Cayo Perico heist. But there's a problem. I can't steal the loot unless a guard drops the key card. Usually they do, but this time, no key card. And after taking out a couple more guards, my teammate ADHD gets caught, so let's restart the heist and try again. Will we find the key card this time though? There we go, finally. Now I can run up to the office, grab the second key card, and open the wall safe to grab an extra $44,000. Then I meet ADHD down in the basement, where we open our first door. Inside we grab a painting, then some gold over in the west storage. Down south, I fill my bag with more gold, while ADHD grabs another painting. All right, my bags are full. Let's grab the necklace. And that's exactly what I do. Everything here is done. So we take out some guards outside and drive their vehicle off the island. I made $1.23 million. That's a great start, but I still got about 99 million more to go. Now here's how this is gonna work for the rest of the video. Cayo is my bread and butter, but I'm not gonna make you watch me do the exact same heist 38 times. That'd be miserable for both of us. So when you see a Cayo run, just know that I'm grinding it on repeat in the background. And at the end of the video, I'll show you my final stats so that you can see exactly what it added up to. The numbers don't lie. Since I ran the Cayo Perico heist with a friend, the cooldown is only 48 minutes. So to fill that time, let's run No Way Out. It's a great moneymaker that should not be slept on when waiting on cooldowns. Now our goal here is to stealthily take out the guards, but ADHD had other plans. Wow, ADHD, did you just get caught, man? Why did you try sprinting? We have to be stealthy. But here's our weapons. Oh, this guy's not dead yet. Yeah, he's dead now. It's really important that I get all the headshots because I would like the elite challenge, and I'm going to be doing this heist 4 times today. So yeah, that money's going to add up really fast. We get into the helicopter, but end up getting shot down. The crash is part of the mission, so no worries. We wake up on the beach, heal up with snacks, and take out every cop in sight, trying our best to get headshots. All that's left now is to drive the jet skis to Avi and get paid. Oh, we got the headshots, baby, yes! Elite challenge complete. That's $625,000. With that said, it's good to switch things up when grinding money. So why not run a Dr. Dre contract for $1 million? What could go wrong? Wow. I mean, what kind of timing was that? It's fine. ADHD grabs a car and drives to the airport, runs inside to take out some enemies, and captures Johnny Guns. Simple stuff. He drops off Dr. Dre at his helicopter, and I get paid $1 million. Now it's time to sell my Acid Lab product, and I'll get a bonus payment for selling in a public lobby. But, literally just joined the lobby, bro. Seriously? Yeah, public lobbies suck, but the extra money is worth it. I find a new lobby, throw the acid in 10 different baskets, and get paid $527,000. That right there puts me over 11 million on day 1. Not bad for a warm-up. My bunker's also been filling with product in the background, and I'll get to that on day 2. So I started day 1 with 666 million career income, and now I'm at 677 million. That's $11.16 million made on day 1. And yeah, it seems like a lot of money until you realize that I have 89 million to go in 6 days. But tomorrow I'm bringing in the Diamond Casino heist, and day 2 is going to be even bigger than today. The first Diamond Casino heist for today is the Big Con approach, and we're stealing gold, so I have 2 teammates with me. We get into the group sex van, and I do the typical first-person check to see who's messing around, and right away, ADHD looks over at me and points his gun at my head. I love this game. The Big Con approach is my favorite, because we can just drive in, then walk past all the guards and cameras, straight into the vault. I run to the first crate of gold and stuff it into my bag, then hack open one of the doors. I'm not amazing at hacking, but I can definitely get it done when needed. And here's where things get interesting. I press the button on this crate to start looting it, but the game walks me over here, and I get stuck in this strange animation for a while. I ended up breaking free and grab the gold, then sprint to the final crate, and I'm extremely tight on time here. By the time I clear the vault of loot, I have just 11 seconds to run to the exit before the gas gets released. The clock hits 0, and I take an extra second to cross over, and damn, did I just get lucky right there. We run up the stairs, and at the top I bash this idiot's head, and wait here for another guard to pass, as my teammate almost gets us caught. Be patient, guys. I push through the door, take out the guard, and continue forward. There's one last guard here that we have to wait for, and once he turns around, we sprint to the next room and grab our getaway outfits. Yeah, we're firemen now. I love this outfit because we can just run past Noose, straight to this fire truck, and drive it to the next location. You know how it goes. We drive to the police station, climb all the way to the top, and steal the helicopter. We fly it straight to the buyer and get paid $1,582,000. That's one casino heist down, and like I told you, I'm not making you watch me do 2 more of these, plus 4 Kaios and 3 no-way runs to fill the gaps while everything's on cooldown. I could do that off camera, and I'll let the career counter do the talking at the end of the day. But there is one thing I do want to show you. While I've been heisting all day, my bunker's been cooking since day 1, and now it's full. And this thing makes a surprising amount of money. I invite 2 teammates, since a big sale requires more trucks, and I'm shocked to see that the product is worth over $1 million. Now, this should be a simple sell mission, but then this happens. You coming?
Why you not? How the fuck you not in the CEO anymore?
Everyone left the lobby.
Yeah, there was a serious connection issue and every player got kicked. We need the sell bonus for doing this with other players in the lobby, so we're forced to start over. This time though, everything goes well, and we all deliver our trucks. I get paid a whopping $1,507,000. That much money from a bunker that's just been sitting there filling up while I heist it all day? Yeah, that's the power of passive income. So let's see what day 2 actually added up to. I started today at 677 million career income, and now I'm at 690 million. That's 13 million made on day 2. That puts me at 24 million for the week, bigger than day 1, just like I promised. But the goal is still 100 million. So I've got about 75 million to go and only 5 days left. Before I get back on the Kaio grind, I need to change things up or I'm gonna risk losing my mind doing the same heist over and over. So I'm starting the day with an agency security contract. They're quick, the pay is decent, and it's a nice break from the routine. This one's a rescue operation, so I go down to the front desk and exit my agency with a free helicopter. Once at the location, we have to search the area for a client, which is very easy since there's some obvious red smoke right there. There's a bunch of hitmen down here, but I absolutely destroy all of them. They did not stand a chance. Same goes for these 3 idiots. Anyways, there's the client. I just need to take him to safety now. When we get there, I do the air hump of approval, then get knocked the hell out by ADHD. Thanks for that. Yes, these missions only pay around 35k, but I'll do several of them. And plus, it breaks up the monotony of doing the same thing each day. Now, I'm going to be running 6 Kaios today, along with No Way Out finales, but I want to show you that I'll be constantly collecting money from my business saves. Doing it just once gets me over 500k. That's passive income right there, and it's going to add up to a lot of money this week. Also, my cocaine lockup is ready to sell, but first let's pet my cute dog. I named him Arthur, after Arthur Morgan from RDR2. Anyways, the sell mission is pretty simple, as usual, but we have a problem. Okay, since this is such a big sale, there's 4 motorcycles and there's only 3 of us doing the mission. So that means one of our bikes is just gonna sit here and somebody's probably gonna blow it up. And it's 4 miles away too, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna get destroyed by some a-hole. All right, here's my delivery point. I'm really worried about that 4th one though. Actually, my teammate already picked up the cargo. That's great. They're on their way, but look, there's an oppressor right there. I gotta try to catch up with him. It's Woke Chen, how you doing, man? I'm here to protect you. And there we go. That's 4 of 4 done. $787,000. Oh, and day 3 is very important for this week because I decided to finally learn a more optimized route to get through Cayo Perico much more quickly and efficiently. But we were having issues and had to kill ourselves a lot to reset the heist. But we did have a good time doing it. I saw you dive down to kill yourself. It's so funny. It was like a perfect 10 out of 10 dive. Honestly though, we kept failing and we got sick of it. So we called in an expert to teach me how to do it. Meet Vince Kill 1850. He shows me exactly how he gets it done.
Just wait for the camera and then when he gets out of sight you do that. Then you get this guy, get the camera.
Yeah, he walked me through the route a few times until I remembered everything. It was awesome. And now I'm able to run through the compound during each Cayo much more quickly and essentially never get caught by the guards again. And that is going to pay off later in the week. Thank you so much for helping, Vince. You may or may not see him later in the video. So let's check the damage for day 3. I started the day at 690 million career income, and now I'm sitting at 700 million. That's 9.8 million made today. Now, that's my smallest day so far, and honestly, that makes sense because I didn't do a big casino heist today, just Kaio, contracts, and the sales. But it still puts me at 34 million for the week, with 65 to go, and 4 days left. And tomorrow's the big sell-off because my businesses have been cooking and it's time to cash out. Plus, I'll do a Cluck and Bell farm raid. Listen, I'm over halfway through the week, but less than halfway to 100 million, and the math is starting to scare me a little. So today is all about cashing out everything that's been cooking. But first, let's start with a Cluck and Bell farm raid. It's easy money, but will this be a mistake later on? We'll see. Now, I never make it through this without getting caught. So let's see how I do this time. So far, so good. Then we go downstairs where I whack a dude and steal their stash of coke. And back upstairs is where I usually get caught. But this time, okay, haven't been caught yet. This is exciting stuff. There's still a few more guards, and I want to be extra careful not to get caught. Him and him. I got every single guard. I've never done this stealthily before, and it feels so good. We use the hacking device to get the safe code, and once we do, we use it to open said safe. Then we go outside where the cops are waiting for us, but they aren't much of a threat. I take out a couple of them and just sprint to the garage where our getaway car is waiting for us. I always take the train tracks because it's the best way to lose the cops, and then all that's left is to get paid. An easy 500k in the bank. So what's left for today besides another Cluck and Bell, 6 Kaios, and a couple of no way outs? Well, I have other businesses that are full of product, but we have a problem. It's day 4, and my teammates and I are exhausted. The thought of selling in a public lobby is too much, so we decided to do it in a private lobby, which means we're not going to get the bonus money. This is yet another mistake that we made today. I'll explain later. Anyways, we sell the meth for 892,000. It was double money this week for meth sales, so that's nice. And then we sell the weed for a small 440k. And luckily, I discovered that my vehicle warehouse is full of cars to sell. And this is fantastic because it's really gonna help us get through the rest of the week. You have no idea how much time and effort it takes to grind this amount of money. Selling the cars is easy. You just drive from the warehouse to the seller and avoid the enemies that chase you. That's it, and then you get paid $784,000. Damn. We'll be doing this a lot throughout the week, but there's a cooldown between sell missions. So let's see what day 4 actually came out to. I started at 700 million and ended at 709 million. That's just 8.4 million today, which is my worst day of the entire week. And it came at the worst possible time because I'm sitting at 42 million, not even halfway to the goal, with only 3 days left. For the first time, I'm genuinely not sure I'm gonna make this. This is why Cluck and Bell was a mistake. I should have done No Way Out, which pays more and takes way less time to do. And not selling in a public lobby made my sell missions worth way less money. Which means the next 3 days can't just be good. They have to be the biggest of the entire week. And I can't have any more slow days. It's literally all or nothing from here. If you made it this far into the video, thank you. Let me know you're still here by commenting GTA 6. Clearly, today needs to be a big money day, but I still want to start with something different. And that's gonna be a salvage yard robbery. We pick up the truck that we stole in the setup missions and drive it over to the arena. They let us in after we flash our stolen VIP passes, and once downstairs, all hell is about to break loose. Is this guy talking shit to me? Get knocked out, bitch! We fight off the rest of the enemies, who were weak and a bunch of idiots, then use the telescope to locate the car that we're gonna steal. We then use a drone to disable it. Fun stuff. We head into the pit lane, and I get into this truck to go to the disabled car, but then this happens. Everything's fine. Oh no! I got stuck! Yeah, that sucks. ADHD has a better truck, so I get inside, and we make our way to the car, smashing through everything as we go. ADHD gets in the driver's seat, but I want to drive, so he gets out and... Oh! Oh, that was nasty! We drive outside and hear a beeping noise. Yeah, it's an explosive device, so we drive it to Hao and he takes care of it for us. We then deliver the car to the auto shop, but we don't get paid yet. For that, we need to drive the car to the docks, which is extremely simple. And once done, I get paid $395,000. Nice. Okay, today was a miserable day of grinding Kaios and No Way Out, and we also sold my counterfeit money for $496K and sold more cars for $790,000. So after a brutal day 4, I needed to bounce back. I started today at 709 million and ended at 721 million. That's 12.2 million today And yes, it was a miserable grind, but just like that, the comeback is on. That puts me at 55 million for the week. I'm finally over halfway with 45 million to go and 2 days left. It's a huge ask, but for the first time since day 4, I actually believe I've got a shot at this. With 2 days left, both of them have to be massive. I can't mess around tomorrow. It's going to be a pure heist sprint with Kaio and Casino back to back all day. Let's see how big one day can get. We started the day with a dark and stormy Kaio, which I love, by the way, and running through the compound with a new route that Vince taught me earlier is really starting to pay off. It makes the entire process stress-free and honestly a lot of fun to do. And speaking of Vince, he's back and he's here to help in a huge way. We're about to steal gold from the Diamond Casino, and to get it done right, we need a team of 3. That's where Vince comes in. Once inside the vault, ADHD and I get to work picking up the gold. And Vince is a master hacker and opens the doors for us. With his help, we were so fast that we even had time to drill open the safety deposit boxes. Not just me, all 3 of us. For an entire 90 seconds. We even stole the money from the vault upstairs, once on the way down and again on our way out, netting us an insane $3 million. And Vince isn't done yet. Once outside, he shows me that we don't even have to fight noobs. We can literally just walk straight past them. After over a year of Basic to Billionaire episodes and playing with hundreds of people, not one person knew about this. So again, thank you, Vince. With Vince's help, we ran Kaio and Diamond over and over, plus some business cells, and this turned into something special. I started at 721 million and ended at 736 million. That's 15.1 million in a single day. That's my biggest day of the entire week. So the heist sprint absolutely delivered. So here's exactly where I stand going into the final day. I need $30 million in one day to hit 100 million. So to pull this off, I'd have to double the biggest day I've ever recorded. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's probably not happening, but I am going down swinging. There is no plan today except for one thing: heist, sell, repeat until I physically cannot anymore. Let's go. Now, my hangar is ready and full of cargo to sell, and since I have 25 each of narcotics and chemicals, I'll get a 35% bonus. The game gives us a truck to drive. Awesome. And we use it to hook up to the cargo. And that's it. We just drive it to the drop-off, and we don't get attacked or anything. And after leaving the area, I get paid a gross $1,620,000. Nice. I also have a warehouse that's almost full, so let's sell that as well. We get to fly the old Cuban 800, which is always nice since it reminds me of the single-player story. The delivery point is next to the military base for some reason, so I make a hard landing, nothing special, then hop out and take out every enemy in sight. Truly simple stuff. I then wait for my teammate to finally land and get paid $1,843,000. After completing more Kaios than I care to think about and more Diamond Casinos than I could ever imagine, it's time to reveal how much money I made after 7 of the most grueling days of money grinding I have ever done. I started this entire challenge at 666 million career income. Let's see the final number: 754 million. Which means over these 7 days, I've made $87.8 million. I didn't make it. I came up about 12 million short of 100 million. And what's crazy is that today was my biggest day of the entire week with $17.7 million made. It's my best day ever, and it still wasn't enough. Thanks to ADHD and Vince for grinding this insane week with me. And if you want to watch the full journey to $1 billion, it's right there. I'm going to go sleep for a week, and I'll see you in the next one.